There is one skill I really think you have to learn at the beginning of your calisthenics journey. This is for beginning like me. The upside down deadlift or inverted deadlift is a calisthenics skill that has a huge impact on your confidence on the bar. With this skill, you will tremendously improve your core strength, awareness, coordination, and balance while being on the bar. This will make you stronger in every bar exercise and provide a good bring towards a lot more exercise, such as the front lever and the pullover. This exercise changed my calisthenics progress a lot, and that is why I want to show you an in-depth video about how to unlock this skill. Why it's so important and the reason I struggles with learning this and how overcame this by a little bit of improvisation. Let me in the comments how far you are in your inverted in the deadlift process. Let's first talk about why this exercise changed so much for me and why I think this is exercise you need to have in your arsenals. When you start with the calisthenics, I came across a lot of cool looking skills like the front lever, master up, and the pullover. When I was looking for a way to learn this skill, I came across inverting the depth left of a lot of times, so I decided to try it out. It was very challenging skill to learn at the beginning, but once I learned it, even during the process of learning it, I noticed the tremendous improvements. The inverted deadlift teaches you to use your entire body as a unit while hanging upside down on a bar, and this allows you to make big improvements on your coordinations, awareness, and your balance on the bar. The fact that you have to generate a lot of power using a lot of muscles. At the same time, you will develop a great mind muscles connections. The inverted deadlift also has a great emphasis on the forearms, abs, the shoulder, upper back, the lower back in the gluteus. This why the inverted deadlift is the most have in the mastering the bar. And I noticed after having learning this skill, it gave me a huge boost to all my exercise like the pull-ups, but also the reason I was able to unlock other skills a lot quicker after these exercises. I noted a lot of process with my muscle ups and I was able to unlock the pullover quickly. After the furthermore, from this point, I was ready to start from my diver journey and improving a lot on other pull-ups variations, and everything just got a lot easier because I couldn't hang on the bar a lot longer than before. However, at the beginning of the bar exercise, really I did was the pull-ups, and when I was able to do around 8 to 10 pull-ups, I started to look for new challenge. I noticed that bringing towers, being able to do 10 pull-ups and being able to do an inverted deadlift was a way too big. The reason for this is that you have to develop straight, but also the ability to use your muscles in the same time in every specific way while also hanging on the bar. And these are just a lot of things that you are new on the same time. And that is why it was a way too hard for me to bring that gap. So I started to keep working on my pull-ups and I worked my core straight using the leg raises and the L sit. This what is still recommended doing because building a straight insulation certain areas of your body help you to develop the power in each area, which also help you when you have to use all these areas at the same time. I am going to show you now exactly what I did in the process of the inverted deadlift from the completely beginning to really master, like I have mentioned before. You start by preparing your body, so I recommend you being able to do at least a pull-ups and hanging leg raise with the good form in the slow control. Once you can do this, you are ready to start to learning this great exercise. So after noticing the gap was so way too big, I decided to eliminate the hanging part and IDs by looking for a bar related load to the ground. This eliminates a lot of strength in the coordination needed for hanging on the bar. So it will be a lot easier to focus on the current use of muscles and strength needed for the motion. Also, after every rep, you can take a rest by dropping back on the ground and the use as support for a second. It might be hard to see, but here I am resting my upper back on the black bar on the ground. This reduces a lot of strain that is necessary. It might be hard to find a bar which is correct size, but if you are creative and you look around, you will find a way. I have learned this exercise on a slide, for example, as you can see here. So lower the bar is easier for this exercise. Will be in the goal is to find a height where you can get used to the exercise and how you should use your muscles. Keep in mind that you can have to keep your arms straight in the entire time in order to do this exercise correctly. Getting to used to keeping your arms straight during exercise is a good habit to learn specifically for calisthenics, where a lot of skills asking your straight arms strength lies in the front lever. Furthermore, this exercise consists of two main parts. The first one being pulling yourself back with your shoulders while keeping your arms straight. The other part you have to do at the same time as this is contracting your gluteus and using your abs in the lower back to push your legs up. In the beginning, it could be very hard to understand how to do this. And that is why using the lower back can help you overcome these struggles. One tip is also to keep your chin gains with the bar and aim with your feet a little bit behind the bar. In front of the bar with your feet, it will be harder to keep your balance and not to fall back down. Only when you have to extend enough your legs can go away from the bar. And this will also happen naturally after doing it a few times on the lower bar. You will notice that at some point everything just connections and you will understand how is this exercise works and also know that you don't have to do the entire motion of beginning. Just try to build a straight and understanding over the time by using the lower bar until you are able to complete the whole motion on a slightly higher bar and even do it for reps. If you are able to do one rep, you can try to hold in the top position to increase your time under tension. You can also do the negatives by lowering down as low as you can. Doing both of these variations might help you building the strength to do more reps. Once you get this point, you are able to do the few reps with good form. You are ready to try taking this exercise to the higher bars. Having tried this, but feel that doing this exercise on rings is a lot easier because there is less core strength required. This is because you can rotate with your knees bent on the top part. You're only stretch your legs out. Isn't exactly how the inverted deadlift should be on the bar. But you can use these exercises to maybe work on your negatives and overall understanding of this exercise. So now you can try doing everything you have learned on the higher bars while hanging the entire time. And the same approach also applies here, which means that you don't have to be able to do the entire motion yet, but try to put your feet as high as you possible. You can increase your over time, while also keep practicing the ground assist. Inverted Dave left over the time. You'll be able to put your feet all the way up and completely strengthen your body in the top position. And then once you do this again, work in your inverted deadlift, holds, and negatives. Doing everything in combination with exercise in the ground, I noticed that I was able to increase my reps really fast until I could do it comfortably for 10 more reps. And from this point, I started to challenge myself even more by taking it to the next level. So I started to learn the inverted deadlift pull-ups. So this is how I learned the inverted deadlift and how I'll hope these tips will help you as well unlocking this great exercise that will change your calisthenics journey. If you have any question about this exercise or there is something else you need to help with, let me know in the comments. If you like this video and found helpful, like and subscribe to support this channel. Good luck. I'll see you in the next video.